All right. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Starting and Managing Your Business Amidst COVID. My name is Dele Ayimibo. We're rounding up, and I think it's been an interesting session in this series in all we've discussed, and I'm hoping and believing God that it's going to be the one that will help every one of us to maximize actually the potential of what we have as human in being an entrepreneur, particularly in an area that we're gifted. Father, we thank you for today. We worship your name for how you've helped us so far in this series. Open our eyes and our mind and help us to be doing what we are learning in Jesus' name. Then once again, international pastor for the privilege I have to go through this series. We have just 2 more to go. Today we are looking at business plan. We're still discussing planning actually. So we're looking at business plan. So what I've done in this is to put together, get a business plan online that I think speaks to what I want to communicate. And so what I've done is to just summarize. So if you're writing a business plan, these are the things that should be there now. You are not going to put number on the side like this, but everything you're putting inside have to be in this fashion. And if you choose to put number, that's fine, depending on your style, but it can be in form of a prose, just continuous sentence or paragraph, as the case may be. So on the executive summary, you're seeing the company name, the business purpose. The purpose of the business is to create value. So what value will you be creating? That's what business purpose is all about. You plan to organize your business as a corporation, as a partnership, as a limited liability company. In Nigeria, for example, you can do business name or enterprise, limited liability or PLC. I've been in business since or plan to start on. So just talking about what you've done in terms of your antecedents, then money. That's why I say it has to be just a continuous statement. Each of these things can be just paragraph. The manager of the company, who are those that will be managing this company? My experience as the owner is what? What are your experiences as the owner? Why should we trust you? Why should we believe you'll be able to do what you claim you will do? The product or service I sell. What product or service are you going to sell? What product or service are you going to sell? And this is also a very, very important and vital aspect of this business plan. What kind of product or service are you going to sell? The features. What are the features and benefits of what you're selling? Why should people buy what you're selling? This product, why should people buy it? My product and service differ from competition by what makes you different from competition? What is the difference between yours and competition? Now, and what is unique or desirable about you, about what you sell? What makes you different from competition? What is unique? Uniqueness means no other person is doing it. Difference means their own is fast, but your own is faster. Uniqueness means you have a characteristic that no other person in the market have. Difference means improvement you have over competition. Uniqueness means traits that make you stand out from others. Customer, what will customer buy? Customer will buy from you because of what? Why should customer buy from you? Why should customer buy from you? What additional services and the value are you bringing to the table that will make customer buy from you? We are selling the same thing. My own is faster, but in addition to the product, what other things am I bringing to the table? I consider my competition to be, now that means you must know your competition. Who is your competition? And how will I measure against the competition? In terms of what makes you different. In terms of, I consider my competition to be so and so. My competition is this person, this person, this person, this person. And how will I measure against the competition? How will I measure against the competition? What can people use to judge me different from my competition? Even though you consider your competition to be a major player in the market? Who are these competition? Both at the local level, national level. Who are these competition or competitors? What are the trends in the industry? Now, what the essence of this trend is to, where is the industry going? Where is the industry going? Which direction is the industry going? What's the trend in the industry? Is it going up? Is it going down? Based on the data available? Are there new possibilities and opportunities? Or it's time to, or it's an industry you should not even consider, because growing trend is an indication that there's opportunity. Some potential area I see for growth in that industry. What are the areas you see for growth? What are the uniqueness? What are the areas people have not even explored? And these are possibilities within that sector. My typical customer are, so apart from now analyzing your competitor, analyzing the industry where you are and potential for growth, potential for growth sometimes can even be among a new set of a change in the society. Okay, for example, people that are in the supply for studio, there was a growth trend even in the midst of Corona and lockdown, particularly now because of what Corona and lockdown did, which is making people to begin to take seriously internet business, YouTube, videos online and the like, and how people are making money on social media. Is making that sector that supply cameras, light, and light to boom. My typical customer have these characteristics in common. What are the characteristics what are the things that characterize a typical customer that will be interested in what you sell? Now, is there any segment of your customer that is underserved that you hope to serve? Is there any segment? When I was leaving banking, what I was doing, the segment like banking, having trade certification for banking was grossly underserved. Nobody was doing it. And there was a need for it because I had to do those certification programs. Nobody was available to train me. I have to read myself. And I said, look, I need to. And while I was in the bank, I actually started tutorial on Saturdays. And eventually, I resigned to continue what I started as a banker. So what I'm going to say in essence is that, is there any segment that is underserved? Then, the 4 Ps, the product or service, the pricing. What's your pricing strategy? A premium price, low price, regular price, everyday price, or sales, having sales, different sales period where people come to, where your price is reduced or able to buy more. What's your pricing strategy? You must have a pricing strategy. You can't just sell price because you want to be profitable. Sometimes you might have to sell at a loss to get people to taste your product and see how good it is and stay glued to it, and then you can increase your price afterward. Or you want to sell to the upper level of the market. I'm of the opinion you should have a two-pronged approach. Any service or product you have, find a way to reach the lower market or middle class, and the upper class. The people that can pay premium for this, some other people can pay. You can also have, so don't focus on one. People that have money, the upper class, consider the middle class, and in some cases, the lower class. Lower class have more population. That's why Asians, when they come into Nigeria, the business they do are business that with 100 naira, you can buy what they sell. They don't do luxury. Just 100 naira, 200 naira, you can buy what they sell. And that's their strategy, and it's working for them. So, which place are you going to sell? Are you going to sell online or in a physical brick and mortar location? How then will you promote? Social media has made it easier to promote. And you know, if you do not promote your business, nobody will know what you sell. If you do not promote your business, nobody will know what you sell. If nobody knows what you sell, then you don't have a business. If nobody knows what you sell, then you don't have a business. you will notice that a good chunk, of course, there are part of the business plan that someone else will have to do for you, but a good chunk, which I will show you shortly, but a good chunk of the business plan, you agree with me, a good chunk of it, sincerely, are things you can do yourself. Because when people hear business plan, sometimes like one big stuff, one big stuff like that no one can, but it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. You can do a lot yourself. You can do a lot yourself. You can do a lot yourself because by doing that, you are able to answer the right question and learn. But you know what? When you remember, when we did business model canvas, it was necessary to do that before business plan, because business model canvas give you an idea of all you want to do, answer the right question. Those things that you have answered in business model canvas are the things that constitute the business plan. That's what constitutes the business plan. That was constitute the business plan. And that's very important. Very, very important. Why is that important? That is important because you are laying a foundation for your business plan. You are laying a foundation for your business plan. And that foundation is critical. That foundation is very, very critical. If you're laying for your business plan and for business plan, it's very critical. Because by laying that foundation for your business plan, it increases the chance of success in the plan you're writing. That's why we did the business plan. It was more like a summary, but it set you to think. It allows you to think, which is very, very important. Very important. So what are your competitive advantage? Remember the promotion we talked about? Promoting, using social media and other platforms. For you to promote effectively, you must know where to reach your customer. Where are your customers? Where will you find them? Are they watching TV? Are they offline on social media? Are they on Instagram? Where are they? Which sector society are they? How do you reach them? Then, competitive advantage. What do you have going on well for you? What are the benefits or advantage you have over competition? What are the benefits or advantage that you have over competition? I can add value or compete in the following non-price issues. What are the non-price issues? Is it quality? Is it speed? Is it durability? And how will you distribute your product and service also? And then your use of advert, what will it consist of? Is it just going to be strictly online? Are you going to use physical flyer? What do you deem to be most effective? And also create a feedback mechanism from your customer. Every criticism of your product or service is what makes you better. Every criticism of your product or service makes you better. By criticizing your work, they are telling you what you can do better. So accept it, take it well, and run with it. Don't seek criticism, because people don't like criticism. And it's unfortunate. If you don't like, why would you not like criticism? You must like criticism. You must like criticism. If you don't like criticism, then you don't want to grow. Operating plan. Where is the location of the business? Which hour of operation will it be? How long? Monday to Saturday? What time to what time? The location you are choosing, why is it a good location for the business? Your involvement in the business. What will you be doing exactly in your investment in the business? What are the equipment, furniture, or features that you need to start a business or to grow or expand the business? How about employee? How many will you need to? Which position are you hiring for if it's already, business is already existing, or if you're just starting and you need to hire staff? And what are the benefits you would like to give the employee? Where will you recruit your employee from? Which cadre? How about your supplier and vendor? Who are those supplying? What would they be supplying? What are your plans for cybersecurity and information management if you're going to be doing a lot online? If you are purchasing an existing business, which is not very likely for SME, what will you be considering? Management ownership. Who are the owner of the business? Who are the key management personnel? How about your accountant, your lawyer, another professional that will be working with you? You need a lawyer. You don't need to have an in-house lawyer. It can be on retainership, you pay every month, or pay per service, an accountant also. SWOT analysis. What are your strengths in this business? Internal characteristics. What are your weaknesses in this business? External characteristics. And so internal characteristics, both strength and weakness. What are you good at? What makes you stand out? What are the advantage you have? Then what are the disadvantage you have internally? Advantage could be your skill. Disadvantage could be lack of personnel that is highly skilled. Advantage could be funding. Disadvantage could be lack of funding. What are the threats to this business and the opportunity you see in this business? You need to do a good SWOT analysis. Financials. The total investment you need, collateral, if you are taking from people, how do you secure it? Your credit history, your credit score, if any. You can get your credit history or score from the agency in Nigeria, actually. That's Nigeria Bureau, the Bureau. They already have a profile for you at the credit bureau. If I'm short of money for my project, where can I get more from? How about your bank? Are they promising to work with you? If you are building a new property, you will have land, building, and signage. If you are purchasing a property, you will have building, renovation, and signage. If you are renting, you will have renovation and signage. In all cases, the following may be part of the startup expense: equipment of the business, equipment for the office, furniture, fixtures, initial inventory, cost to organize, registration with, in the case of Nigeria, CAC, business information, marketing, logo development, website, business card, and other printed materials. Cost of goods sold. Okay, this is now talking about financials. Financials. Cost of goods sold, if you are selling and have inventory, expenses, employee wages, supplies, maintenance, advertisement, car, account and legal, rent, external estate taxes, real estate taxes, phone, internet, utilities, electricity, water, garbage, insurance, automobile. These are expenses. What I recommend is you can get a lawyer to help you do what is often called cash flow projection for the business. Cash flow projection for the business. All right, as I round off today, 10 ways to ruin your business plan. What are the things that should not be in your business plan or you should avoid in your business plan? This error in business plan preparation and presentation will undermine the credibility of the plan and hurt your chances to receive funding. Submitting a rough copy or staying or business plan with typographical errors. This tells the reader that the management of this business does not take manager of the business does not take planning seriously. Outdated historical information on realistic industry comparison will leave doubt about the entrepreneurial planning ability if you are using outdated information, not current information. Um, Unsubstantiated assumption can hurt a business plan. Don't just assume. Let us know the basis for your assumption. The basis for your assumption. Let's know what the basis for your assumption is. And that is so important. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. Too much blue sky, a failure to consider prospective pitfall. Don't give a proposal that looks too good to be true. How can you give a proposal everything is just good, prim and proper, very nice and clean, rosy? You see some people you tell them what's the risk in it? I say, no risk at all, no risk at all. That's not true. That's not true. You can't say there's no risk at all. There is risk. There is risk. Don't say there's no risk at all. There is risk, and you should factor it in rather than say there's no risk at all. That's not true. There is risk. There is risk. Anticipate the risk and tell us how you mitigate it. Lack of understanding of financial information. That's why you need an accountant to help. Even if someone prepared projection, you need to be able to explain what the person has prepared. Ensure you ask all the questions from the person doing your cash flow projection. Lack of specific detailed strategy. A plan that includes only general strategy. We will provide world-class service and lowest possible price without important detail of how this will be done. The strategy is not detailed enough. If you say you are going to get the cheapest price, what is the strategy to get the cheapest price? Is it that you are sourcing from a very, let's say it's an agri product? Is it that you are producing raw material yourself, or you are sourcing from outside Lagos, up country? What that strategy that you are using to enter the market? How will you execute it? How will you make it work? There must be important and interesting details in your strategy that will make what you are saying to be realistic and believable. It's very important. You know, sometimes people want to go to ask for money from an investor, but they don't have any stake in the business. You need someone to put 500,000 in your business. How much are you putting? How much have you, your own money, put in? If you don't have your own money inside, it's tough for anybody to be showing interest. Nobody wants to fund your dream. People want to invest to make money. They're not funding your dream. They want to invest to make money. So you should have contributed something yourself. And this is so critical and important for you to contribute something yourself. So what have you invested in that business as your own, what some people call sweat equity? Sweat equity, as in what is on ground for that business? Is there a goodwill? Is it that it exists and people know it already? You must have something you have invested. Unwillingness to personally guarantee any loan. If you need someone to give you a loan or any fund, you must be willing to personally guarantee it. Issue a personal guarantee. If the business owner is not willing to stand behind his or her company, then why should any bank stand behind it? Why should anybody stand behind it if you are not willing to stand behind your company to defend that, look, if we take this money, we are going to be able to use it effectively and efficiently. Starting the plan with unrealistic loan amounts or terms. Do your homework and propose a realistic. Do your homework and propose a realistic structure. Don't ask for money that at the end of the day they ask how you spend it. You don't even know what the money is going to be used for. Some people say, if I can just get 1 million. How do you know it's 1 million you need? Are you sure you can't start a business with 200,000? Why are you asking for 1 million naira instead of 200,000? How are you sure it's 1 million naira you need? How are you sure it's 1 million naira you need for that business? Too much focus on collateral. Even if you have secured the loan from a bank, don't tell the bank that, no, why are you asking all these questions? If I'm giving you collateral, a bank is not interested in selling your collateral. A bank is interested in structure so they can make profit rather than selling your collateral, because that's too much stress. Too much stress. Too much stress. That's why there is this talk about the fact that cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. In fact, someone will say turnover is vanity. Turnover is vanity. Profit is insanity. Cash flow is reality. Turnover is vanity. Profit is insanity. Cash flow is reality. Cash flow is the real deal. Don't focus on profit. Don't focus on turnover. Focus on cash flow. As in how much money coming in and going out, coming and going out, than we have made this profit. No, how much is coming in? Because it's the cash flow that comes in that actually determines the profit. And cash flow is what determines the turnover. So if there's no cash flow, no profit, no turnover. Focus on cash flow. Focus on cash flow. Focus on cash flow for the business. Focus on cash flow, please. Before I round off today, we've gone through this for a while now, and I must talk now as a Christian why this is so important for us. One of the things the devil will do and is doing in our world is to ensure that believers don't have money. And that's a strategic move by the devil, because he knows that in this world, though, cash determines a lot of things. Cash. And because we're in a material world, the gospel is going nowhere without cash. I'm telling you. The devil cannot stop anointing from flowing. He cannot stop people from being called. So there's an evangelist who is called, who has anointing, but without money, he won't be able to gather people to talk to, and it will be less effective. He might not be able to fulfill his calling if he doesn't have cash. The reason why, so when I hear believers sometimes saying, I don't need money, I'm just contented. I'm just, immediately a Christian say that, what I see in that person? Selfishness. Selfishness. A selfish Christian is the one that says he doesn't need money. A selfish Christian that says he doesn't need a lot of money. Because that Christian is only thinking of himself, he's not thinking of the kingdom. Which is why we've taken time and pain to go through this material up to this time. Because you shouldn't, some people say, the love of money is the love of all evil. That's not true. That money is the love of all evil. Money is not the love of evil, it's a lot of money. And we need to understand what it means to love something. If you love something, you bow for it, you work for it. Everything you do is about it. Your critical decision in your life is about it. But if you love, that's if you love money. If you love God, the same thing. You worship and bow to him, and critical decision in your life is taken because of him. So when I take decision because of my calling, of what he wants me to do, not because of cash. For example, someone is relocating. Why is he relocating? He needs a better life. He needs more money. He's not relocating because what he's called to do, he will be able to achieve it and do it in that country. That's the love of money. So people relocate because of love of money, not because they love God. They are thinking only of themselves. People take a job because of love of money. People do a course because of love of money. And that's the biggest challenge in our world today. Love of money. But when you love God, your decision is based on it. So when you are doing everything to make money, you are not doing it because of yourself. How much do you need to feed yourself and your family? You don't need a lot. But when you work to make so much money, it's because of others. Because you know what? You will not be a light and salt, creating value and being a blessing in the world if you don't make money. And that's one of the reasons we've taken pain to go through all this. We're in episode 29, just want to go. And it's been a very long journey every week because of the value we believe that Christians must create to be able to propagate the gospel. We will be limited and restricted if we do not have money. So please stop this being sanctimonious and being spiritual that make you not to have enough resources because you think money is the love of money. And I've just defined what the love of money is. If you love God, you will make money to expand the kingdom. You will not make money for car or for house. You will make money to be a blessing to your generation, to propagate the gospel. You want to fund missionary on the mission field. That's what you want to do if you love God. If you love God. And I strongly think, the love of God should drive you to want to do entrepreneurship. The love of God should drive you to want to make a lot of money. So your driver should be love for God, not the love for cash. The love for God, not the love for cash. I just thought I should include this in the conversation this morning. So you know that the essence of all this is not, because some people are so spiritual, but they can't pay their bills. They can't pay their bills. And they become a reproach to the body of Christ. Make people to say, if this is what Jesus has done to you, I don't want to be Christian. You should be the one paying their bill, helping them, their children in school, helping them such that they see your love expressed through your resources and want to come to Christ. But you don't want to because you think you are spiritual. And that will not make you to want to think of money because we've not put money in the right context. And it's making the propagation of the gospel so difficult. If you have a project you want to do, a crusade or program, you can't, the thinking of money will not make people to even dream big for the purpose of the kingdom. Why? Because they're looking at where will we get the money from? Whereas if we are all blessed, we will raise $1 billion for the purpose of the gospel and we'll not even know we have spent money. I need to close today. Thank you very much for listening. See you next week as we round up this series. Thank you very much. And I want to thank the Heavenly Father for the privilege He has given me to be a blessing to you again. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week ahead. God bless you. Bye-bye.